Guys, I've got the Vitavon 7075 alloy straight axle for the Axial Bronco right here. I don't have the Bronco, but I do have this, and these are supposed to go right into here, just like they were direct bolt in to that Bronco. I'm going to show these to you on the table, get these things in here, and give it a drive. Take a look. Here we go, guys. I had to put the rear one together last night. All it needs is the ring and pinion and the spool, and then the one bearing right behind the gear on the pinion. Everything else is there. Axle shafts were there, everything. Same with the front. And these right here, where the hex are, is 6mm. So there's no bending that. These things are nice. Wow. Wow, nice stuff. The back end, like I said, is together. I've got to take these apart, and I've got to get a set of the carrier bearings out of one of these axles. I didn't have enough because I would have built this one and had it already done as well. But anyway, this has to come apart. Now here's the interesting part. This is not just a regular 10-3. Yeah, it's got the Bowhouse 3-gear transmission adapter with an element gear transmission. This gives it a little bit of overdrive, so that's been modified. We've got the battery shoved up here. Yeah, these axles right here will go in the bin for who knows what kind of project I may want to do. Reefs rear sway bar, I'll probably try to keep that on there because we're going from like approximately 7-to-1 here to 3.75-to-1 here, so it's going to pick up a lot of speed, and I may actually have to drop the pinion on the motor to kind of bring it up or bring it down in speed actually. Yeah, this thing is nice. So axles are coming off, new axles are about to go on. Here it is, bolted up, ready to go. I'm gonna go and put the tires back on it and see if there's a height difference. I've also got to get my sway bar, so I'm gonna need a spacer right here. On the portals, it actually had a little bit of a ear that I was able to use as a spacer, so I'll use a spacer and a longer bolt to get my sway bar back on. But let's put the tires back on it and see if there's a height change. It appears to be the same height. Now the links have a little bit more angle on them, but that's not really a lot. This is interesting. I like it. It's going together perfectly. I mean, really. And you know, I gotta say, straight axles are way more scale for your normal daily driving trucks. I mean, you generally don't see Jeeps cruising the highway with portals. Are they out there? Sure, but they are not the not very common. So anyway, front's coming out now. The reason I left this one undone is so I can show you guys the insides and pretty much show you how everything goes in. When you take everything apart, don't lose the little steering bushings right here. Save all your bolts, and then once everything is loose, now you have basically the bare housing. You can put the other ring and pinion right in, and they drop right in. So yeah, they go right in. Now these are actually the gears out of the rear of the portal because I got to order more side bearings. They're like a 7x14 by 3.5 bearings, so a little bit different size. If you're wondering like I was, yes, the 10-3 brass diff cover does fit, and I'm going to leave it on. got it together, and apparently I need the tie rod from the Bronco. Maybe the track bar as well. Not sure yet, but yeah, you guys can see them, and yeah, probably gonna order that set. But hopefully I can make all this work. It's in place. It needs to be extended just a little bit. Not a lot, but just a little bit, and I believe I can just simply back out on the rod ends and get what I need. By backing out a little bit on this right here, I think I got it. Well, I've got it pretty darn close. Might could adjust a little bit more, but I think we're going to leave it at that. Well, my jack stands are no longer correct for this. Let's see what we got for wheel speed. Oh boy. It should be about twice as fast as what it was before. All right, guys, let's get this thing outside. Well, guys, it's time to see what it's got. Oh man, I haven't seen that kind of speed on this thing in a long time. Looks great. I would say for the trail, this is really good, because I was driving it walking out here, and it's very easy to modulate the speed. Very easily. And it looks good. The turn is really good on it. Look at that. Wow, let's put some fun into this thing. Now, something I shouldn't be doing. Oh, smack. That was a good one. Now that's more reminiscent of trails like what we have here. Sand, dirt, always some kind of dirt climb or something. One last jump and we're going to the rocks. You know, if my trucks can't handle a little bit of air, I don't need them. Beautiful. All right, to the rocks. And it is time to scratch these axles. Now, oh, look at that, I'm already scratching them. Wow, really? So, with the portals, obviously you got a lot more clearance, and that's kind of what this thing came with. But these right here do add a lot more scale realism. I mean, like I said, you generally don't see Jeeps, you know, driving around on the street with portals. Does happen some places, I guess, but it's not the normal. Now I can tell you right now, not having the reduction from the portals is making a huge difference on the drive. Definitely need to drop that pinion gear down. Certainly needs to drop down, but looks awesome. Got the good flex to it, looks really good there. Now, without having all the brass on the portal covers, I may have a little bit higher center of gravity. So, I would have to assume there's probably going to be some brass knuckles for this soon. You can make up for it with heavy wheels. Oh, when you do that though, you're pretty much toast. So let's go ahead and ease on off of this. Yeah, see now on the trail, the way it's geared right now would be really good on the trail. I mean, it can move, So if you want to get up and jog a little bit, this right here will keep up with you. Most of the trail stuff, gonna do just fine. Getting right down and crawling, I can tell it needs a little more reduction to it, like what it had with the portals. So yeah, let's get back on the rocks. Let's just see if this thing can get up Twin Ridges like it is. It'll be interesting if this can make it. I mean, with the full body and everything. That's pretty good right there. Now, one thing about the straight axles, they inherently kind of lower the center of gravity a little bit. Now I do have that brass front diff cover. Ooh, that's looking good. But I don't have the brass portal covers and all that, so I'm not exactly sure where this ends up, you know. Go ahead and give that another shot. That was really close right there. Now also, with this transmission, the overdrive that it has is a little bit better with the straight axles. Just because with the portals, all the underdrive that you get and all that kind of just about cuts the overdrive in half through the gear ratios. That's why a lot of times you'll see like the Capras and all that, we all have the overdrive gears in the portal covers or the portal drop boxes. So it doesn't look like it wants to get up this very well. And I got kind of up on it close. Oh, close one there. Let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Yes, I do have a broken body, probably from some one of these crashes. I'm gonna go ahead and try something here. I'm gonna try to put some of this speed to use. Let's see here. Okay, that was almost an air to fakie. Let's see what we got here. I think I can jump up this. There we go. There we go. Now we're gonna go over here and ease right on down. Let's see what we got. Hung up on the slider a little bit. Now, when you're coming down like that, sometimes that added wheel speed can really help you out, because you got to really throttle it to get the front end to pull. If not, you could simply go over. One last run, we're going to take it right down in the shade and see if I can hang it on the drop right here on fall time. Oh, it did it. It actually got a hook, just a little bit. Nice. I gotta tell you, very nice axles. They look way more scale on this. The portals, in my opinion, with all the reduction that they have, makes it better on the rocks. But this right here brings the speed back. It makes it more trailable. Maybe if you happen to find a hill and you want to get up it, the portals didn't have the speed these do. Now granted, I do have a different transmission in this, so that kind of changes the ratios around a little bit and all that. With the steering goes, as far as the steering goes, you have all the links and all that that will fit on the SCX 10.3 Bronco will go right onto this. I mean, this is mainly designed to go into that vehicle, but I was able to show you guys on the 10.3. I don't have the Bronco yet. Eventually that may happen, but right now this is what I've got, and I'm kind of torn here. I'm kind of tempted. I have a complete set of axles, the 10.3 axles. I'm really tempted to put those back on here and do a full custom build. I found a 2-speed transmission that's kind of got my interest. I've got some SCX 10 frame rails. I've got links. I've got different parts and pieces. It would be kind of like a Frankenstein build. Would you guys be interested in seeing that? If I do go with that, I'll probably put these axles underneath that, if that makes any sense. A whole bunch of that's, right? Well, anyway, guys, comment down below your thoughts on that, and we'll see what we can do with it. So guys, check that description. I put links to all the Vitavon stuff on here. I'll also link up the rest of the vehicle. Make sure you check those out. They help out the channel when you guys use those links, and it really helps out. It keeps me on top of the game. Really does. So guys, check that description. Use those links. Make sure you're subscribed, and thank you all for watching. Guys, if you like what you see, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell. So, in the description, there's a link to become a channel member. If you want to become a channel member, it's a very simple $2, $5, $10, or if you really got some money, $25 a month. It's a simple way to support the channel. So, get that, and I am doing monthly giveaways for members only, so you might want to consider it. So, guys, use those links. Make sure you're subscribed. Thank you all for watching.